Hello, my little goblins. We're back again, and this time we're playing Pure Subterror. And yes, Pure Subterror does run floodgates. You could technically not run floodgates, but I think it's like significantly worse. The floodgates will make you win a lot of matchups. And if you're wondering, like skill drain works really well with the deck too, because technically with Final Battle you can flip, activate this effect, and your Subterror cards don't get negated. So you can actually like activate Guru's effect through skill drain, which is pretty nice. Kind of similar to the Altergeist, a little similar to that. I think Altergeist is a little better. I mean, a lot better, the protocol, but Final Battle is pretty cool too. We'll talk about the games in the recap and how the deck performed. I didn't get as much sample size as I normally get. I usually get like 4 hours of me playing. And I get like 6 good games for you guys to watch, but I wasn't able to do that because this game reset and they had a patch, a maintenance, or whatever that just happened. I wasn't expecting it. For some reason, they usually happen Tuesdays or Thursdays, so I didn't even think that it would happen today. So yeah, that was kind of my B, but it should still be some pretty good games, and you guys can see if the deck's even worth it. I'll tell you guys ahead of time, if you don't have Subterror, Behemoth, Fiendus, you don't need it. Card's decent, but it's not necessarily, you don't really go into it that much. Just saying. Like, to be completely honest, this deck can only go with it with either 2 Gurus or like Guru and a Behemoth Stodiac. So I mean, I'm just saying you probably don't need it for this deck. It's pretty unnecessary. So let's get into some games and we'll talk about the deck afterwards. Alrighty, we're here with game number 1 against HZ Zone. Our hand is pretty good. I would say it's actually pretty cracked. We flip, draw. I mean, we got Summon Limit, Final Battle, Fiendus, and we have Heavenly Prison, which will probably search Extrav if we activate it. Opponent searches, we automatically flip Summon Limit. I do not know why he banishes the Guru, but I Fiendus regardless, so it really doesn't matter. So here we go, we Fiendus, negate it, and then we activate Final Battle. It doesn't die. Draw a card, draw another Fiendus. He's gonna activate Spellpower Mastery. He's playing. Dude, I swear, all these people who just like are like confused with deck building, they just throw Kashtira inside of whatever pile they're already playing. Like they'll throw the full cash pack. It's actually kind of annoying, to be honest. So he banishes a few cards. It's actually kind of annoying to banish, but it's alright. Here we got Daruma Cannon. We're gonna boost this, kill this card before we activate Lord's Effect, because Lord's Effect obviously would trigger the Fenrir. Summon Limit screws him over, so it's already GG. Plus we have Daruma Cannon, which Daruma Cannon is really, really, really good in this deck. So let's get to the next game. Alrighty, we're here with game number 2. We're gonna max see our opponent because yeah, we're going second, which is terrible. I honestly thought my opponent was just gonna pass. I didn't think he would actually play through Maxi. Our hand's kind of cracked though, I'm not gonna lie. But our deck, like I said, we do not play evenly. We don't play it. We're going first, and we're trying to just auto win going first. So our opponent is gonna go into a Rise Heart. This guy's kind of a monkey, I'm not gonna lie. He activates turn, let's Kashtira. Fine, whatever. You draw for turn. Our hand is just absolutely cracked. I don't even bother pot of X-grabbing because I don't see the need on doing it, to be honest. I could just draw another 2, but I have kind of everything in hand and then some. So here we go, Hidden City. He goes Maxi. The good thing about this deck is Maxi, we just actually don't care about the card. Maxi is like super easy for us to beat. So yep, this is a standard combo. Right here is incorrect. You should always probably just, if you have already a Fiendus in hand and you don't think you're going to use it for the turn, you just grab double Final Battle, so the second Final Battle, because this is not a once per turn effect, and it's really strong. So we kill the card here, then I use this effect to flip the Rise Heart face down, and then that lets us summon this. We're going to flip this, set 3, and then during his turn, beginning of the turn, we're just going to pop it. And I negate this because either way he would kill the he would kill this, which is my only card that's face up currently. I could use this to flip it up, but I just don't see the point since I have Daruma Cannon. So I just negate it, keep this card on the field. He brings back. I legit. You couldn't ask me why he would bring this back. I thought he would bring back Fenrir, and honestly, if he brought back Fenrir, I'd probably just Daruma Cannon the board. But he brings back this garbage, and I'm just like, there's literally zero reason for me to bring it back. So I just use Hidden City's effect, which is like a negate attack, as long as you have a card to flip. So we flip that card, and it's going to be GG. Pop. Obviously, I'm not going to bother. I only do this because I'm going to use the Hidden City effect, and honestly, I don't even need to use Hidden City. Anything, I'm just trolling at this point. Like, the game's like super over. Send that back to the deck. Take 4K. I mean, even if he did the right play of summoning Fenrir, we had the Daruma Cannon anyway. So it brings back anything. Actually, just negate it. It doesn't even matter. Game's like super over. I think I just BM him here. Daruma Cannon's a really powerful addition for the deck, by the way. Like, it really just activates all your behemoths too. So if you wanted to end up playing more behemoths, it could be a pretty cool tool that you can play in the deck. Alrighty, we're here with game number 3. Our hand again is pretty cracked, but we're going second. Our opponent is playing Labyrinth. So Labyrinth, I would say, dude, Labyrinth with the other deck, the one that we're playing Cash Sub, was impossible to play against. It just felt like super impossible. And I don't even think our matchup's particularly that good. But I'm going to use Hidden City, add second Guru, and just in case he snipes it, he snipes a Guru. I already knew he was going to regardless. So here we're just going to negate the Fiendus. And he pops actually Dogmatic Punishment, which is really annoying. Just add Final Battle. Like, this is actually like super annoying. But this is fine because I'm expecting this guy to be greedy. And when I go for the Imperm, I'm not expecting him to dodge it like a monkey. And if he doesn't have another card that, like, he doesn't have another Fiend, he's screwed. And if he does have another Fiend and he tries to set the Big Welcome, I mean, I'd probably just let the Big Welcome go through. Like, if he tried to set Big Welcome, I'd probably be fine, just because there can only be one would block him out. So, he ends up going for Dogmatic Punishment, which I didn't want to deal with, so... Here we go. Even though I have Final Battle, I stopped the Fenrir. Now, I could get hard punish if he had second Fenrir, but he does not, so we're good. I'm going to use Fiendus to bring back Guru, and then this to flip it up, and this game's already over. Like, he's like super far behind. And I'm going to be able to just negate anything he does. Flip. Like, you could argue this flip is terrible if this is welcome. But again, I'm not really scared because I have Fiendus in hand, and there's really not much you can do without, like, welcome with Big Welcome. So here we go. We draw Ash for turn 2, so he's like super dead. Cave Clash is pretty crazy because this card lets you recycle Fiends over and over. So every time we attack him with a Subterror card and deal damage, I get to add a Subterror card from my graveyard to my hand, which is seems pretty good. You get to recycle negates over it. Alright, this is the last game, and I'm just going to say this one's not the greatest, but we're going to show it anyway, because opponent plays Max C. He's playing Pearly. Our opponent's playing Pearly, and I don't even necessarily think he, like, fucks up that horribly. But he does whiff on his first Pearly summon, which is actually really good for us. So he ends up whiffing on this, but he has Delicious in hand, which is fine. But then I go for, because he goes for the Sleepy Memory, and I know for a fact if I just negate Sleepy Memory, since he whiffed, he only has one card in hand. There's just no way he can play again because he uses his normal summon. So it's like a super easy negate for me. So boom, easy. This is Imperm. I have my own Imperm. It's like I said, it's already GG. There's Guru. He negates. I go for my negate. I literally only do this. I will say the opponent's really stupid though, because he could have used this to get a draw one on my draw phase if he just activated this effect immediately. But the problem is, if he acted this effect immediately, I could have just Impermed it. So maybe he was anticipating that. That's the only thing I can think of. But I'm playing a trap deck, so it's not like super like obvious that I'm going to have a trap. Like I'm gonna have like something that's. It's pretty obvious that I could have like a different trap other than Imperm. Like I'm playing Subterror, so I don't know. Either way, I think you probably try and go for the draw one. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But either way, you're losing this battle right here anyway, right? So I'm just going to activate Lord of Heavenly Prison because he only has 2100 defense, so it'll be easy slap. But yeah, I'm sorry again for the lack of games I got, or even the lack of quality games, because usually I would probably say like maybe 2 of these I probably wouldn't have shown. But I just have limited time, to be honest, because I got kind of cucked with the stuff that you guys know about with the maintenance. Alrighty, we're here with a recap. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It'll help us out a lot. Just join the Discord. The Discord is pretty sweet, and we host tournaments every Friday if you guys are interested in them. Let's talk about the deck, though. Right? So, I remember what I said about the Subterror cache. I said that deck was horrendous, like a crime against humanity. This deck I actually thought was pretty good. Like, even, I actually can, like, I'm not even lying to you, like, I think that if you cut the floodgates and you just try and go, like, a more Subterror package, like, I don't even think it would be that bad, but the floodgates help a lot when you're playing in ranked. Like, the Duelist Cup, I was playing in the Duelist Cup, and I feel like a lot of those people are kind of, like, not the brightest, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of dummies on there, so I'm going to give that as a reason why I was doing so well, because I won majority of my games playing this deck. But I'm just going to say that, like, if you're playing on ranked, you're probably going to play against a lot more competitive people or competent people, depending on your rank. So, yeah, I think the floodgates definitely help a lot in that case. But yeah, the deck felt pretty good. It was dude, it was like 1,000% better than Subterror Cache. Oh my gosh, my goodness, dude, that was like crazy how the difference. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, you do not need Subterror Behemoth Fiendus. Really not necessary. Also, I was playing Yugioh Kraken because I thought this card would be a lot, like, this card's kind of funny with playing like the Daruma Cannon. But you can also play the other Subterror cards. Like, there's the other good ones that people play are the Subterror Behemoth Voltric, this one. And another one that people play is this one right here, the Ustamatrix. This one's pretty good too. But I just like this one because I get to pop set cards, and like I said, like I set cards off this, I set cards off Guru. You can play whatever you want. But yeah, the deck's pretty fun. Like I said, I like playing like these shitty trap decks like Subterra, the Altergeist. I like playing Altergeist. I like playing the Amazement. I think those decks are pretty fun to play. But yeah, I think it's like I said, a pretty decent deck. Rate it out of 1 to 10. Probably give it like a 6.5. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's obviously not good, right? You're gonna be in pain, like. But the thing is, going first, this deck actually like ridiculously strong. Like going first, especially with the floodgates, like if you go first and you get your full like Hidden City into Guru Search Fiendus, and then you set like Solemn, Karma Cannon, Summon Limit, Imper, or like final, like they're screwed. There's a very, very small chance you're gonna lose that. So on a tier scale, obviously it's a rogue tier deck, like probably like a super rogue tier deck. You really don't run into this. I don't even remember the last time I played against a Subterror player. So yeah, I mean there's that. So yeah, like I said, it's a whatever deck. Pretty fun to play if you like playing like the shitty trap decks. I like playing them, so I mean when I say shitty, I mean it with love. How do you guys feel about the Constellar cards? Because like I was looking at like the pack, dude. You know how expensive it is to build this deck? It's like I was looking at like a deck that actually like a Constellar deck or Teller Knight deck that won or top 4 at a big tournament or a decent sized tournament, and it had 15 URs. Like 15 in archetype URs. You know how crazy that is for Tellarknight? I don't know. Seems kind of nutty to me. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to even do any new decks with these new cards because it just like seem all really poopy caca. But I don't know. Maybe I will. So let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see next. And again, very short video. Sorry about that. But goodbye.